Angkor Wat, the world's largest religious monument and the symbol of Cambodia. In this video, we are going out to explore this incredible World Heritage Site and to take in the amazing craftsmanship and temples of the ancient city of Angkor. Good morning from Angkor Wat.
So we actually got up first thing this morning at 4 AM to come here to Angkor Wat for the sunrise. We have arranged a tuk-tuk driver to take us around all day because there's loads of different sites and temples we're going to go check out and see today, and they're all really far spread out, so the tuk-tuk driver is a really good option for getting around. But because we got up so early, we are quite tired, to be honest with you, but we're prepared for the day. We are starting the day off here literally at Angkor Wat with a bit of breakfast for this morning. So we've got ourselves some bread, some chocolate bread, and also some tins of coffee. So couldn't think of a better way to start the day.
So the sun is just rising here behind us and it is so beautiful. When we got here first thing this morning, it was so dark. We couldn't actually see anything, but we got such a beautiful sunrise, and now that we can see the site properly, it is so nice here, and I can't wait to just go inside and go for a wee walk around. So beautiful.
So the whole site here seems to be really well kept and preserved. There's loads of bins around, it's really clean, and there's actually loads of people out brushing the floors throughout all the inside parts of the temples, which is really good as well. And you can see where there's loads of new stone has been put in place of old stone that, I don't know, maybe was crumbling or falling apart. But it's great to see the maintenance being kept up, and it's actually just an amazing place to walk around. It's honestly so stunning, and we're so glad that we have come to see it. It is honestly amazing. I must say the whole area here is so impressive. It's honestly just mind-blowing, the detail in like everything, every bit of wall, every statue, everywhere you look, the detail is just insane. Very impressed. So before we actually arrived here at Angkor Wat this morning, the first stop off we had to make was to go and get our tickets to get access to Angkor Wat and the rest of the sites here. The tickets were $37 per person, but that actually gets you access to 31 different sites throughout the whole area here in Siem Reap, because there's loads of different locations and temples that you can go and see. So that's why we've hired the tuk-tuk driver of the day to take us around as many of them as possible. So we're looking forward to checking out what other ones we can go and see today. And the tickets are actually valid for 2 days as well. I think it's normally $37 for like a 1-day pass, but for some reason you get like a 2-day pass for the price of one at the minute. I don't know why it is, but we're not complaining anyway, so we're going to have 2 full days out. And something else quite cool and unique about the tickets is that we actually have our photograph printed on them. I don't know if you can see that. But they asked us to smile this morning and stand in front of the camera, and we were standing there thinking it was just like a general like photo thing for their system or whatever, and then they gave us our tickets with their own photograph on them, so a nice wee souvenir as well.
What have I found? Oh,
I don't like it. So around the site here, there's actually a lot of like big lighting equipment and like staging equipment and stuff as well. I don't know if they like run a fence here or what that's about, but yeah, I didn't expect to see that, but it's nearly as if they're setting up for like something big that's going to be happening. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know if they actually do run a fence out of Angkor Wat here itself, because that's something I just did not expect to see today.
It nearly feels strange that you're actually allowed to like walk on this, and like that it's not being preserved a little bit more, but it's really cool at the same time. Going down is going to be fun. So we were quite apprehensive about coming here to Angkor Wat for sunrise because that is the most popular time to come here. There's a lot of people, a lot of crowds, and it can be a little bit overwhelming and sometimes ruin the experience. And when you're paying $37 in, you want it to be a good experience, but thankfully for us it was. We found a nice wee spot away from all the crowds and we were able to just enjoy the sun coming up, and we are really glad that we did come for sunrise because the sky this morning was just so beautiful.
Okay, so it is 8:15 in the morning now. It feels like we have done so much and we're actually really tired, but we still have a big day ahead of us, so I think we're going to make our way out of Angkor Wat now, back to our tuk-tuk driver, and then go check out some of the other sites here today.
And maybe pick up a coffee en route.
Yeah, maybe get some more coffee. And here's our man here. Hey! Big temple first, sounds good. Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not stay here.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I'm with you at the east side.
So we have now arrived at our next temple, which is Preah Khan temple, and this is the big temple according to our tuk-tuk guide. And something interesting just happened whenever we were coming in. Before you go into each temple, you have to get your ticket kind of checked over to make sure that it's still valid and so on. And they never stamped it this time, whereas when we went into Angkor Wat this morning, they stamped our ticket on number 11. And there was like 31 different places to stamp, and this is why I thought there was 31 sites you could go see. I thought Angkor Wat was number 11. Turns out I was completely wrong. It turns out that the 31 numbers on the back of the ticket is actually the dates in the month, and that they stamped number 11 because today is the 11th. So I was completely wrong with what I was guessing. I have no idea how many sites there actually is for us to visit over the next couple of days, but this is the second one today, so I think we're going pretty well.
So when we were coming into this temple, our tuk-tuk driver said just keep going straight and I'll pick you up at the other side. Don't turn left, don't turn right, just keep going. And we weren't too sure why he said that, but now that we've got inside the temple, we can completely understand why. You cannot see like the end of this. It just keeps on going and going. Nearly looks like a mirror, but it is so cool, so we better go and find him. This temple feels really unique as well, and as we're moving down through the temple, the doorways seem to be getting like smaller and narrower as well.
Let's keep going. So as far as we know, most of these temples are over 800 years old, which is crazy to think because the engravings and all the sketchings and the detail and all the walls and sculptures is still incredible. It's so like pristine and so good, and yeah, it's just crazy to think the age of them, that they're still so intact, a lot of them as well.
That temple was really cool, really unique, but I'm getting hungry now, so I think we're gonna go find our tuk-tuk driver and find some coffee.
And here's our guy. Hello! Okay, so we have now come into a wee place for some food and coffee. However, we're not actually getting any food. The cheapest thing in the menu here is a fried rice or a fried noodle for $7, which is ridiculous when we think last night we got like fried noodles and a fried rice in the street for $1.50. So we're not like willing to pay it no matter how hungry we are. It's just way too expensive. We did, however, get a few coffees, so hopefully this will keep us going for now anyway. But before we actually came into this place, we stopped at another wee kind of temple site as well. Nipung, I think it's pronounced. It was a cool wee kind of area surrounded by a big water reservoir. It was very nice, very peaceful as well. We are going to sit here, chill out with our coffees, then get back on the road and go see what else we can find, and hopefully find some cheaper food somewhere else.
Thankfully we found someone that's selling some instant noodles, so we're going to sit down here, get them. They're only $2, it's still a little bit overpriced, but we're hungry, so we're going to get them into us and then get back on the road. Alright, so we are all fed and back on the road. So our tuk-tuk driver, Mr. Pierre, has just told us that we have 3 more temples to see today, including the one behind us, which is called To Sum, and we're going to keep the next few temples short, sweet and snappy so we don't bore you. So let's go and see what they're like. see the temples here and you want to do like a guided tour or a tuk-tuk tour, there's two different routes that you can do, a larger route and a smaller route. But we've decided to do the larger route today because we have the tuk-tuk driver. This does mean that we're missing some of like the really big, like popular temples, but we are going to be coming back to check them out over the next few days, and we're really excited. But today has been so lovely just getting drove around by our tuk-tuk driver. Temple number 5 of the day is East Mebon Temple. And final temple of the day is Preah Khan, and it's another red temple.
Whew. Oh my god, I am dying with this heat today. Okay, and that is us round off. We have just finished our last temple of the day. We covered 6 today, so I think we've done pretty well.
So many temples.
So many to see.
This was such a good one to finish on. This last 2 temples that we have come to have really reminded us of Ayutthaya back in Thailand, and it's just been such a good day.
Yeah, it's been wicked, honestly. And as we said before, our ticket is valid for 2 days, so we're going to come back either tomorrow or the next day and explore a lot of the other temples that we haven't seen today. But for now, we are just so tired.
We have been on the go since 4 a.m. this morning, and it is now 1 p.m, so our bed is calling our names.
Yeah, definitely. But the tickets, even though they were expensive, they were $37 each.
Probably the most expensive thing that we've done in Southeast Asia.
I think it is kind of worth it in a sense. Like, you can't come the whole way to Cambodia and not visit Angkor Wat. However, it is one of them things I think you would go and see and do once and probably not do again. But it is super cool. We are really glad that we've done it. We are excited to come back out and explore the other temples over the next couple of days. But for now, bed is calling our name. We are super tired, so we really hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, we'd love it if you hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We massively appreciate it. But for now, we're off to bed. See you later.
See ya.